I'm going to take your attendance at the end of the lesson. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everybody. Today we are going to study Unit 3, Lesson 1 and 2. Please open your students book on page number 24-25. The title for Unit 3, Meeting Places. Meeting Places. Where do people meet in Kuwait? Hands up. Where do people meet in Kuwait? Ziad.
In a coffee shop
Yes. What else?
or a diwaniyah.
Yes. Good. Abdurrahman Mustafa. Thank you. Abdurrahman Mustafa. Yes.
أستاذ معلش لسه دخلت دلوقتي محمد عصام.
Never mind. Okay. Where do people meet in Kuwait? Abdurrahman Mustafa. Amr Mahmoud.
And coffee shops, diwaniyah, parks.
Yes. Very good. So there are many interesting places where people can meet each other. They can meet in diwaniyas, coffee shops, resorts or parks, shopping malls. Okay. Now, look at the fact file here. The fact file. The fact file here is about the history of coffee. The history of coffee. So our lesson today is about coffee houses or people, the importance of drinking coffee. When did people start to drink coffee? Read the fact file, read the information here. Which information or which fact did you find it interesting or impressed you? For me, the first fact that the Gala people in Ethiopia ate coffee beans for energy. It's very interesting that this is the first time that I know that there are some tribes or some clans in Ethiopia. They ate coffee beans to get energy. This is the first point. What about Muhammad Majdi? Which one interested you?
The first coffee house opened in London.
Yes, good. Thank you. Muhammad Maher.
The girl people in Europe ate coffee beans to get energy.
Yes, thank you. Good. Abdurrahman, Mustafa. Arab traders imported coffee. They boiled the beans to make kahwa. Coffee arrived in Istanbul, the capital of Turkey. The first coffee house opened in London, as Muhammad said. And the Dutch means people from Holland. The Dutch took coffee to Ceylon and Java. These are islands in Asia. The first instant coffee was made. A decaffeinated coffee was invented. The espresso coffee machine was invented in Italy. The first big chain of coffee shops opened in 1971. So these are some facts about the history of coffee. Okay, these are some interesting facts. You are going to learn some new vocabulary. Let's learn them. The first word, cardamom. The aromatic seeds of a plant of the ginger family used as a spice and also medicinally. Cardamom, look at the photo. These are seeds of cardamom. They mix it with coffee to have or to get a nice smell. Cardamom. Arabs add cardamom to coffee.
Hospitality.
The act of being friendly and welcoming the guests and visitors. Arabs are famous for hospitality and generosity. Refill. To fill again. Refill. He's refilling the cup of coffee. Import. Arab traders imported coffee from Ethiopia. Arab traders imported coffee from Ethiopia. Import. Import.
import,
Turn off your mic, please. Import. Import, what is the opposite? The opposite is export. Export. Import, to bring goods or services into a country from abroad for sale. Import. Kuwait imports many goods from China, from Japan, and exports oil to other countries. So import is a noun or a verb, and the opposite is export.
instant,
Instant. Instant is an adjective. Instant means quick, happening or done immediately. So instant means immediate or immediately, happening quickly. Satoru Kato, Japanese American chemist, created instant coffee in 1910. So this is the person who created instant coffee, quick coffee, instant. Decaffeinated, decaffeinated. Then decaffeinated coffee was made in 1903. Decaffeinated coffee beans are notoriously difficult to roast. It's famous for being difficult to roast. Decaffeinated means doesn't include caffeine. The first commercial decaffeinated or decaffeination process was invented by Dr. Ludwig Russels.
decaffeinated,
Decaffeinated, not containing caffeine. Not containing caffeine.
espresso,
Espresso, espresso. Then espresso coffee machine was invented in Italy. What is espresso? Espresso is a strong black coffee. A strong black coffee. Espresso. Immediate.
Immediate.
Immediate. So immediate and instant are synonyms, the same meaning. Immediate and instant. Occurring or accomplished without delay. Instant. Immediate. Cordially. 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 Coffee houses were calm places where people talked cordially to each other. How did people talk to each other in coffee houses in London in the past? They
cordial,
talked cordially, warmly, friendly, cordially. Look at the football player. He's going to argue with the referee. Quarrel.
quarrel,
Quarrel is a noun or a verb. In this lesson is a noun. Quarrel is an angry argument or disagreement, typically between people who are usually on good terms. Quarrel. Quarrel. Oh, look at this lady. She is smelling. She is smelling what? The coffee. She likes smelling the coffee. The coffee has a distinctive fragrance. Fragrance. Distinctive characteristics of one person or thing, and so serving to distinguish it from others. Distinctive is an adjective. We can say unique, unrivaled, outstanding, fantastic, something good. So coffee has a distinctive fragrance. It has a nice fragrance, unique, and outstanding, unrivaled smell. Fragrance. Fragrance. A pleasant, sweet smell. This perfume has a nice fragrance. Pill is a kind of medicine, a small round mass of solid medicine to be swallowed. You should take your pills every day or daily. Pill is a kind of medicine. It's something solid or round. If it is not solid, if it's a rectangle, we say it's a tablet. So we have medicine like pills, tablets, or syrup, or drink, or injection. Pill. Socialize. What are they doing? They are socializing. Socialize, it means a verb. Socialize, to mix socially with others, to have a good relationship, to talk, to chat. Socialize. Now you are going to read an article about the history of coffee houses. You are going to read this article coffee houses to answer these two simple questions. What are the questions? A, who opened the first coffee house in London? And what kind of people went to coffee houses at first? You are going to find the answers for these two questions. Before reading, how many paragraphs? How many lines? We have the article in about 59 lines. And how many paragraphs? Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. I think these are 4 or 5 paragraphs or 6. Okay? Read the whole article to get the answer for these questions. I'll give you 5 minutes to read. Question number 3A. Who opened the first coffee house in London? Muaz Muhammad.
He was a man from Smyrna
in Turkey. Yes.
in Turkey.
What's his name? What's his name? Line 25. Line 25. Basqua Rozi. Basqua Rozi. He was Turkish, the Turkey. So Basqua Rozi opened the first coffee house in London, okay, in 1652. Okay, what kind of people went to coffee houses at first? In the beginning, at first, what kind of people went to coffee houses at first? Muhammad Majdi.
Businessmen.
Yes.
Waiters.
Yes, go on. Politicians. And scientists. Okay, line number 11. Writers, businessmen, writers, politicians, and scientists went to coffee house at first. You know why didn't they let Why didn't they let women to drink coffee? Why didn't they let women to drink coffee in the past? Who can answer this question? Muhammad Ali. Only men went to coffee houses. Why? Women weren't allowed to go to coffee houses. Why? Yusuf Sayyid.
Because people thought that coffee was bad for women's
For
health.
women's health. Very good. Excellent. This lesson is very important. You are going to read it many times because you've got simple question, you've got translation since you are going to translate from Arabic into English, and of course we have many new words. You have to learn the new words. Please read the text at home. Read it at home to answer the next exercise. Read the article again. Are these statements true or false? Justify your answer. Here, people first drank coffee in Ethiopia. Is that true or false? Faris.
False.
False. Can you correct it?
People first grown coffee in Ethiopia.
Yes. Yes. Coffee was first grown in Ethiopia and they ate the coffee beans. Thank you. Yusuf Mahmoud. Coffee became popular in Arab countries because it helped people to sleep. Is that true or false?
False. It helped people
to be awake, to be active, to concentrate.
أيوه.
Okay, very good. So this is false. Arabs liked coffee because it has an interesting taste, it has a nice smell, and it gives them energy. Okay. C. Ali Walid. Coffee was first brought to England by someone from Turkey.
True. The first
True.
coffee house was opened in London, English by Pico Rose, who was
By
from
Basco
Turkey.
Rosi. Yes, Basco Rosi. Basco Rosi
Rosi.
from Turkey. Thank you. Coffee, D. Muhammad Maher. Coffee is an insignificant part of Kuwaiti hospitality. An insignificant, it means unimportant. So the opposite. Coffee is an insignificant part of Kuwaiti hospitality. True or false?
False.
False. Correct it.
Because coffee is a central part of Kuwaiti hospitality.
Yes, very good. It is a central part of Kuwaiti hospitality. Very good. Muhammad Mustafa. There were frequent arguments and fights in London coffee houses. Is that true or false?
False.
Correct it.
There were few arguments in London's coffee houses. They were calm places where quarreling was banished.
Thank you. So, the right answer, they were calm places. These coffee houses were calm places and there were no fights. And if someone started a quarrel, he had to pay for the whole people a drink. Okay? If in Europe, Ahmad Haidar, in Europe, people used coffee as a medicine before it was a drink. Is that true or false?
True.
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 Yes.
It was drunk
Thank
as
you.
a medicine.
Yes, it was used as a medicine. Very good. Now, let's do the next exercise. Match the words with their meanings. الكلمات دي ذكرت في الدرس يا شباب، عايزين نوصلها بالمعنى بتاعها. You can check your glossary or dictionary. Accurate. What does accurate mean? جبران.
Accurate, correct, truthful.
Thank you. تشيو. تشيو. ناصر أشكناني.
Break up food in your mouth before you swallow it.
Thank you أشكناني. Good. Okay. زياد حاتم. Furniture.
Chairs and tables are example of this.
Excellent. Good.
5.
Thank you. Hamad Saleh. Lecture.
Number one.
Okay. Never
Which
mind.
I talk about particular subject.
Educational talk about a particular subject. Yes. Muhadra. You have lecture in university. Very good. Abdurrahman Mustafa. Medicine. What does medicine mean?
Liquid or pills. Doctor give to ill people
or sick people. Yes, very
Tell
good.
people
Thank
to
you.
be-
Okay, good. Yusuf Sayed, spread.
Spread, move from one place to another.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Now, let's have these two questions in general. Why do people go to coffee houses these days? Why do people go to coffee houses? Muhammad Osama. To have a drink? Why do
to
people go to
drink
coffee houses?
coffee.
Yes, to drink
drink
their
coffee.
favorite drink. To have coffee, tea, etc. To talk. Muhammad Majdi.
To see our best friends.
Yes, to see our best friends. What about Yusuf Muhammad Atiyah? Yusuf.
Yes, teacher. I don't have a new answer. Don't have a different answer. Same as my friends.
The same answer. Okay, I agree with you. So they go there to drink coffee, to chat with friends, to do business or read newspapers. Where do people get together and socialize nowadays? This is the first question we had at the beginning. Amjad.
To make transition.
Where? Please pay attention and you do your homework on time. I asked you many times, Amjad, to do your homework on time, but you didn't. Where do people get together and socialize nowadays, Amjad?
أستاذ مش فاهم أنت شو قاعد تقول لي.
Okay, this is a problem. Ali Walid.
Namaste.
Yes. Question 2. Where do people get together and socialize nowadays?
In coffees
People
and
yes. We don't say coffees, we say cafes or coffee shops, coffee houses, in restaurants, in parks, in shopping malls, in parks, in the streets, in diwaniyas. So they get together and meet in different places, such as coffee houses or cafes, shopping malls, clubs, mosques, universities, schools, public parks, or diwaniyas. Let's check the Arabic meaning for the new vocabulary we had today. Cardamom, cordially, decaffeinated, distinctive, espresso, fragrance, hospitality, immediate, import, instant, log on. Log on is a verb, a phrasal verb. Log on, to enter the internet, log on. It's not mentioned before. Bill, quarrel is a noun or a verb. Refill, socialize. Study these words, read the text at home. You are going to answer some questions, Sidbook question. I'm going to send it through the Teams program. Check the new vocabulary. Yes. I'm going to stop now.
استاذ معلش بس احنا ورانا اختبار دلوقتي.
انا عارف، انا عشان كده بزود السرعه. ايوه انا عارف ان عندكم اختبار وهخلص 1:30 1:15 بالظبط اهو. I am going to finish now. I wish you the best of luck.